New carry-on rules for 2026. Don't get caught at TSA. Travel in 2026 is changing fast. TSA has quietly updated what you can and can't bring in your carry-on, and thousands of travelers are being stopped, fined, or delayed at security checkpoints. So before you pack for your next flight, here are 9 new carry-on rules you need to know this year. Straight from recent TSA updates and airline enforcement memos. 1. Stricter size and weight limits. Airlines have started tightening carry-on rules that many travelers used to overlook. In 2026, expect more weigh-ins and bag measurements right at the boarding gate. Previously, you might have slipped through with an oversized roller bag or 2 personal items. Not anymore. Agents are now equipped with standardized measuring bins and portable scales. Most domestic carriers still allow carry-ons up to 22x14x9 inches, including handles and wheels. But if your bag bulges even slightly beyond that or weighs over the airline's new cabin limit, often around 15 to 20 pounds, you could be required to check it, often with a surprise fee. Tip: before flying, double-check your airline's website for current carry-on dimensions and weight. Don't assume the rules are universal. Low-cost carriers, in particular, have become very strict about enforcement. 2. Liquids. Rules still in force, and enforced more. The classic 311 rule isn't going away in 2026. That means all your liquids, aerosols, and gels must still fit in containers of 3.4 ounces or less, packed together inside a single quart-sized clear bag. However, TSA officers are enforcing this rule more aggressively than before. With advanced scanners now analyzing luggage density, even compliant travelers are being flagged for random liquid rechecks. You might also be asked to remove the bag completely for manual inspection if your liquids appear unusually shaped or too tightly packed. In short, the rule hasn't changed, but how carefully it's enforced definitely has. If your bag looks overloaded, TSA won't hesitate to open it. 3. Lithium batteries and power banks. Under tighter scrutiny, lithium batteries remain one of the top fire hazards in air travel. In 2026, expect increased inspections for power banks, camera batteries, and drone battery packs. Here's the standing rule. Spare lithium batteries and power banks must stay in carry-on baggage only. Checked bags containing them can be rejected. Batteries must be properly covered or stored in protective cases. If you're carrying multiple batteries, say for cameras or drones, you could be asked to show watt-hour labels. Batteries rated above 100 watt-hours may require airline approval in advance. Security teams are now using scanners that can detect dense or irregular electronic clusters, which means they'll know if you're hiding extra packs inside your shoes or clothes. Pro tip: always store batteries separately, clearly labeled, and in original packaging if possible. 4. Enhanced ID and biometric screening. Identity verification has gone high-tech. Since Real ID enforcement began in May 2025, airports across the U.S. have been upgrading to digital ID and facial recognition systems. In 2026, you'll see biometric check-in kiosks, automatic ID scanners, and digital boarding verification gates at most major terminals. If your driver's license or ID isn't Real ID compliant, or if your passport photo doesn't clearly match your current appearance, TSA officers can deny boarding. To save time, make sure your ID is up to date, legible, and in good condition. Some airports now even allow mobile IDs stored in Apple Wallet or Google Wallet, but you should still carry a physical copy as backup. 5. Smart luggage and connected carry-ons under review. If your luggage has built-in charging ports, tracking chips, or internal batteries, pay attention. Airports have been tightening safety checks for smart luggage due to past incidents involving overheating lithium cells. TSA now requires that any built-in power source must be removable or have a clear on-off switch. If your bag's battery can't be easily removed, you might be told to detach it before boarding, or check the bag entirely. Even GPS-enabled smart luggage with hidden transmitters can raise red flags. Some security scanners automatically detect these devices and flag them for inspection. Tip: if you own a smart suitcase, print out the manufacturer's battery rating and keep it handy in case an officer asks. 6. Food, agriculture, and biological items under stricter screening. Food and carry-ons has become a gray area in 2026. TSA and customs authorities have increased checks for fresh food, meat snacks, seeds, and other biological materials, especially for travelers with connecting international flights. Even sealed or packaged items may be confiscated if they lack ingredient labels or country of origin details. Airports have started using AI-assisted scanners that identify organic materials inside bags, flagging them for manual inspection. If you're carrying homemade snacks, baked goods, or unsealed food, prepare to declare them or move them into checked luggage. Unlabeled or unapproved agricultural products can now lead to small fines at customs. 7. Pre-boarding and mobility aids, new safety protocols. For travelers with mobility aids or medical devices, screening is becoming more detailed. Wheelchair batteries, CPAP machines, portable oxygen concentrators, and medical pumps all fall under TSA's expanded special equipment policy for 2026. Security officers are now trained to ask about battery capacity, operating time, and medical documentation. If your device uses lithium batteries, make sure they're FAA approved and under 300 watt-hours total capacity. Always carry printed documentation from your healthcare provider or device manufacturer. It speeds up security clearance. And don't assume medical means automatic approval. TSA still reserves the right to verify compliance before letting it on board. 8. Carry-on electronics must power up if asked. This rule is not new, but it's being enforced more consistently in 2026. TSA officers can still ask you to power on laptops, tablets, cameras, or gaming consoles at any time during screening. If your device is dead, unresponsive, or can't show a home screen, it might be confiscated for inspection. International airports are particularly strict about this, since new AI scanners rely on detecting powered circuits. The fix is simple. Make sure all your electronics are charged and functional before your security check. Carry a small charger or portable battery in your bag so you can quickly prove your device works if asked. 9. Self-service and automated screening. Follow every instruction. TSA's automation expansion continues through 2026. More airports are now using automated screening lanes, CT X-ray scanners, and credential authentication systems. Depending on the airport, you might be asked not to remove laptops or liquids from your bag. The new scanners can detect them automatically, but at other terminals, old procedures still apply. Inconsistent procedures mean one simple rule: listen carefully and follow all posted instructions. If you ignore the signage or delay the process, TSA can pull your tray for manual recheck, costing you, and everyone behind you, valuable time. Automation makes things faster, but only if travelers cooperate. Bonus tips: always pack light and smart. TSA scanners favor organized luggage. Use transparent pouches for toiletries and electronics so agents can see inside easily. Keep all batteries and cables untangled, and store devices flat instead of stacked. Print your travel itinerary and receipts for any expensive tech you're carrying. Empty reusable bottles before screening, and label medications in original containers. If traveling internationally, always declare food and electronic items honestly to avoid surprise checks. Lastly, check your airline's mobile app for real-time TSA alerts. Some carriers now send notifications about checkpoint rules before you reach the airport.